Joshua 7:13 says, Up, sanctify the people, and say, Sanctify yourselves again against tomorrow. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, There is an accursed thing in the midst of thee, O Israel. Thou cannot stand before thine enemies until you take away the accursed thing from among you.
All right. Amen. All right.
And so we talked about the last time how God established rituals and guidelines and basically the moral ethics by which the children of Israel were supposed to live by. And we talked about how the children of Israel still chose not to adhere to them like they should have. Found out through research that there were other gods being worshipped in addition to Yahweh, as well as him. So he's primary, and then we have some of the others.
Right.
How we understood that in the Old Testament, God chose certain people to establish his relationship with. And he gave them these are the mandates. And I want you to tell the people to do this. And even how we went back to Adam and Eve and all of that. So God, we get it. We got the understanding that there are requirements. And God is saying today, there are still requirements for right relationship with him. One of the points that God pointed out was with Cain and Abel. Cain said, Lord, I'm just going to give you this. Even though you said this is not what you wanted. You said that the fruit of the ground was cursed. I'm still going to give you this. Because that's what I want you to have. But when you understand relationship and what's required to maintain a healthy relationship, we understand that it takes us to come out of ourselves to do what's required by the other person. God is saying for us, we have to sanctify ourselves. And I was like, well, Lord, why? Okay, I get it. They sanctified themselves the first time before they went. And at the Battle of Jericho, that was to reestablish himself with them after he brought them over out of Egypt and everything. So here it is, we see that there was something accursed. But before he revealed where the accursed thing was, he instructed them to sanctify themselves again.
All right. All right.
And so here we are, not willing to sanctify ourselves. Before we can find out what that accursed thing is, before we even get the revelation, God is saying, I'm not even going to talk to you until you sanctify yourself first.
All right.
Because he says, I can't dwell in an unclean temple. Remember, we don't go like, okay, every morning, think about it. Before you could even come to God, you had to drive all the way over here to come in this building before you could get on your face before God and say, thank you for blessing me. Thank you for your grace and mercy for new day rising and all that. You had to first come into the temple.
Right.
Well, we don't have to do that anymore because of Jesus. The finished work of the cross gives us the opportunity to stand before God. And so he says, sanctify yourself before I even communicate with you. For us, we sanctify ourselves by saying, Lord, forgive me of my sins. Everything that I did that was not like you, everything that I said, everything that I thought. That's how we sanctify ourselves.
Right.
Every day. Right? But how many of us really do that before we go before God and start telling him what we want? Not listening to what he wants from us. Right. But we just start telling him, God, I want this. And oh, God, if you could just, God, I need you to touch this. And oh, my manager, if you could just. But nobody is saying, Lord, my manager came to me foul yesterday, but the way I responded was wrong. One, I didn't follow your Christ-like image. Two, I didn't stay professional. We ain't holding ourselves accountable.
All right.
We not.
All right.
We not. You tell the truth. He said, sanctify yourself before I can even tell you that area that's messed up. It's our duties to make sure that we are in right standing. He said, go to Romans 6. Because the body of Christ, all we want to talk about is grace.
All right.
Yeah.
All we want to talk about is grace.
All right.
And one thing I know that the Lord keeps speaking to me is that if we don't master the relationship with Him first, we will not be successful in our relationships with everyone else. Okay? So we understand that there are requirements in relationship with God. And the first thing He wants us to do is be holy. Sanctify yourself. Oh, we got grace. We got grace, y'all. And Romans 6 says, well, what say ye then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? So do you keep going just because grace is extended to you every day? That means you don't have to work towards being a perfected saint because grace gonna come to you.
All right.
Lies. Lies.
All right.
He said, God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? So if we dead to sin, how we living in it?
All right.
Well, first we have to recognize that we have died to sin. When you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you accepted the perfect work of the cross. All your sin from the past is gone.
Right.
He wiped all of that away. So that means your today, you accountable for it. Your right now, you're responsible for it. Because He wiped away everything before you said, forgive me of all of my sins. And Jesus, I take you as my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. But if you're really taking Jesus as your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, how are you sanctifying yourself? How are you being holy when your emotions telling you one thing, the Word of God is telling you something else, and you just doing what you want to do?
All right.
Mm-hmm. He gave us the Holy Spirit as a comforter, as a guide, the revealer of all truth, right?
Amen.
So the Holy Spirit should be helping us do more than dance.
All right.
The Holy Spirit should be helping us do more than speak in our tongues, right?
All right.
The Holy Spirit should be convicting us, you all right. That's if you really have the indwelling of the Holy Spirit.
All right.
Okay? He says, God forbid, how shall we that are dead to sin live any longer? Know ye not that so many of us as were baptized into Jesus Christ were baptized into His death? Therefore, we are buried with Him by baptism into death, that like as Christ was raised up from the dead by the glory of the Father, even so we also should walk in newness of life. That means, but that's just the way I am. That's the way I am. You just can't talk to me any old kind of way. You can't handle me like that because, see, you don't know me. I get you told. I'm going to help you get an understanding. I'm going to get you straight. Mm-hmm.
All right.
But that's the old man. The new man's supposed to be walking in humbleness. The new man knows when to speak and when not to. The new man knows that a kind answer turns turns away wrath. The new man knows that the old things have passed away, and behold, all things are new. So guess what? I'm going to forgive you for that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to go the way I used to be. Because the old me wouldn't even have a conversation with you.
All right.
The old me, you disrespect me, I don't care if it's with your mouth. You finna get these hands.
All right.
That's the old Kim. But the old Kim, she dead and buried. Now the new Kim is standing before you saying, you know what, that's all right. And you know what, I'm not even going to get angry because I don't know what you're dealing with. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to hold it against you because I don't know what's on your plate.
All right.
Okay? I'm not going to push you to the side. I'm not going to stop dealing with you. I can't do that. You know why? Because that's not what Christ's telling us to do.
All right.
How are we going to be the light in darkness? How are we going to be the example of holiness and righteousness if we're running away from everything that's unpleasant?
All right.
How do we really know that we got it and we walking the way God is calling us to walk if we only around people who are like-minded?
Yeah, that's right. That's it.
How do you know that you can stand in adversity if you're never in adversity?
All right.
So what they talking about you? So what they don't understand what it is that God is calling you to do? So what they don't agree with your opinion? So where is your standard? Where is our standard as individuals in our relationship? When we say, God, I love you, we say it real quick. For God I live, and for God I die.
All right.
Lord, whatever it is you have me to say, whatever it is you have me to do, I'll do it until you with that coworker that just drive your last nerve.
All right.
If you didn't put the right verbiage on the documentation or something, they running to go tell. Oh, she took 20 minutes instead of 15 on her break. They going to tell it. You share an idea on how the department or the office or whatever, wherever you are, you share an idea that can advance or could benefit the company or what you do. And you got that one person that you just shared that idea with, and they go run and tell it before you can. And they don't say,
You said it.
she said it or he said it.
Right.
They bring it like it's their idea.
Right.
But really, when we are holy, walking in holiness, we got a kingdom mind. It don't matter who gave the revelation. Long as God be glorified in the end, right? So here we are. Having to purposely walk in the newness of life. So that means I can't be mad. Sometimes I gotta encourage myself.
All right.
All right, Kim, keep it together.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the bigger picture. Yep, she just took your idea. She just made it like it was hers. Sure did.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we all gonna look good because we all working together. Teamwork make the dream work.
All right.
I'm not gonna trip. I'm gonna let that go. Lord, it's not about me. But it's that your will on earth be done as it is in heaven.
All right.
So I'm understanding that we are still the conduit. We still the vehicle that God has used for something to come to pass.
Right.
But we don't get the glory for it. We walking in holiness. It's not just about your glory. It's not about your glory at all. It's about God's glory. Amen? So he said, if we have been planted together in the likeness of his death, we shall also be in the likeness of his resurrection. When he got up with all power in his hands, right?
All right.
And then he gave it to us. So that means we walking in his same power. And we walking in his authority.
All right.
Amen.
How are we using it though? How are we using it? That's the key. You're right. How are we using it? The Holy Spirit said the body of Christ has been confusing holiness as an outward appearance far too long. And denominational sects, and that's S-E-C-T-S, meaning sections or parts, have come up with all of these rules of how to maintain holiness. And you know what God said? He said, okay, these people say you gotta wear a long skirt. These people say no makeup. These people say no hair color. These people say no nail polish. Don't cut your hair. Some of them, they want you to keep your head covered and all of that stuff. And you know what the Spirit of the Lord said to me? You know what I got out of that? A whole bunch of wholesome looking whores.
All right. All right.
Wholesome looking, appearing like you're wholesome.
All right.
But in your heart, you still a whore. You still going over here to see about it. You know you got a long dress on. That don't mean you're not going after the lust of your flesh.
All right. All right.
You got the long skirt on. And then another thing that God said was, the men was trying to, not look. This is a way, if you plain Jane, then now, it's not appealing to the man's eye. But we're going to talk about self-control. And everybody, and I keep hearing this over and over and over again. It's the woman, it's the woman, it's the woman, it's the woman. And even in the Bible, where was the woman caught in adultery? Where was the man? She was caught. They was in that thing together. The Bible didn't speak nothing of him. But he's still held accountable according to these scriptures. He's just as entitled to walk in holiness as the woman is. He's just as responsible for walking in self-control and controlling the lust of his flesh, just like the woman is. So no more can you just say, oh, the woman, the woman, the woman, the woman. And so what I'm understanding is that the whoredom is not just in the women, the whoredom is in the men. Because their heart is not going after the things of God, it's going after the lust of their flesh. We as the body of Christ, and I keep telling, the Lord keeps saying it, it's the body of Christ. Us, the church in America especially, who are being whores. We are whores. We run after money. We run after notoriety. We want to be popular. We want to be well known. We want to be well liked. Nobody want to endure the suffering. Nobody want to walk in self-control. Nobody want to walk in love. Nobody want to walk in forgiveness. Everybody want to point the finger. Everybody want to judge. Girl, did you hear what happened over there with such and such and such? Girl, that's just terrible. If that was me, I would have did this, and this. You lying. You wouldn't have did that. How about if you had to walk in that person's shoes, you wouldn't even been able to withstand the pressure that person is going through.
You better say that again.
All right.
But we holy. We sanctified. We filled with the Holy Ghost. And lacking all the evidence.
All right.
Lacking all the evidence. So the requirements, he is saying, is for us to walk in holiness. Go to Proverbs chapter